Hi, I'm Louise Kehoe, and I co-lead the technology practice here on the West Coast with my colleague Dan LaRusso. I joined Ogilvy in 2006 after being a journalist for 30 years. And I'm often asked what that transition was like, whether it was difficult, whether it was awkward. And quite the contrary, I found it really reinvigorating to take on, as I called it, a second life. And there are many things that I found that really transferred very well from the world of journalism to the world of public relations. In particular, I would note storytelling. We hear a lot about storytelling at Ogilvy, and of course it is very important. And for those of us, and I know there are many of you out there who have been journalists, storytelling, it comes as second nature. We know instinctively what we need to build a story that's going to be interesting, that's going to capture people's attention, that's going to make the big headline. And so in my work today, I very often think about what that story is going to look like. I tend to think about what it's going to look like in print because that's the world that I came from. I was at the Financial Times for 22 years, so it's got to be on pink paper as well. But thinking about the story and how the story is going to come together and what the elements of the story are going to be is very helpful when you're guiding clients. One of the things that I enjoy doing on the PR side is media training. It's kind of fun explaining to people how the media works, talking to them about how they can maximize their opportunities with the media, and then of course conducting mock interviews, which I find rather easy, having done lots of interviews in my time. But it's very important when people are learning about how to deal with the media to be able to share with them anecdotes and stories about some of the interviews that I've done over the years. And I find that that really helps to bring it to life for them. One of the other aspects of our work is crisis communications. And I certainly seem to get involved in quite a few crisis communication situations. I think having a lot of experience in dealing directly with the media from the other side of the fence enables us to map out where that story is going to go, to figure out what the media is going to do next, to see the angle before it happens in the media, and to therefore be ready to respond. Being used to tight deadlines is also very useful in crisis communications. We all know how important it is to understand the media. And I suppose if there's a couple of things that I would share from my own experiences, it is that media reporters in general are spread very thin. I have a cartoon that I share sometimes with people when I'm media training them, and it is about the opening of the reporter's day. Because the reporter has to cover all kinds of things, whether it be, well, I used to say I covered technology, earthquakes and riots. Whatever the topic might be on any given day, the reporter has got to come up to speed extremely quickly. And I think that it's helpful for our clients and those of us who deal with media to remember that this is the way it is for reporters, and that we really are there to try to help them to understand and appreciate the material that we're sharing with them, especially when it's complex technology material.